And who is it gonna be? Top right, we have our prime player. After his victory in game number 1, he lost the second map. It is
Ghost King Prime.
I still can't figure out how you came up with this idea. Why would you name yourself the Ghost King? How does that make any sense?
I know, right?
To the bottom left, we have his opponent. Don't really get his nickname either.
Oh, it means the StarCraft.
Serious?
The STC.
Sadly, I am serious.
I am not sure if I should be impressed or like, what?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't leave you with a lot to say about it. It's like, oh, really? Okay. I guess so.
This StarCraft?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I thought it would be like something cool, like he's using the sounds to make a word like
Yeah.
that Festasy or something, like, but no, it's the StarCraft.
I really wanted for that for quite a while, and I came up with all this stuff, what it could mean,
Yeah.
what the S could stand for, or the C, but the StarCraft?
I used to do that too, and then I decided to just ask. Because I'm like, hey, you know what? I just need to know. I just need to know, is this so simple? And you know what? It is. Sometimes life is not full of surprises.
That was really, really anticlimactic.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for ruining this for you. Every time you see him, you're like, oh, the StarCraft.
You're actually ruining a lot today. I mean, the casts for the up and down matches are going to be ruined because I will have your picture in my head without a shirt, by the way, right now, and and no pants either. Thanks once again for putting that into my mind.
No problem, man.
Now
no
you
problem
took the mystery away from the STC.
Yeah.
You told me that actually Beyond means poop.
Yeah. I guess I'm ruining things, and I pronounce the German words really well.
Yeah, you don't give me a chance to actually make fun of you because you pronounced it so well. I could actually teach you a German sentence that you could pronounce perfectly well, and that is just so funny, I say.
What is it?
Mein linker Blinker ist kaputt.
My linker Blinker is kaputt. What does that mean?
My left indicator is broken.
Oh!
It's the most random sentence ever, but if you hear it, a girl in Australia told to me was checking in at a hostel, and she was from the UK, and she heard that I was from Germany. It was the only German sentence that she knew.
Oh my god, that's really weird.
And I just cracked up because I have never ever heard this sentence, and having a random foreign person say it to you, I'm like, what?
Like a sentence you've never heard.
Yeah, even though I'm German. Yeah, always. I only broke my left and my right indicator. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What side of the road do you drive on over there?
On the right side of the road.
That's right, man. That's good. I'm glad that you know that, Kaldor, being from Germany. It'd be really embarrassing if you got that wrong. Whoa!
I'm actually thinking about it right now.
That's... Oh. STC with quick third command center. No gases or anything. Now, if he goes double gas behind this, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it.
That would be a little bit greedy, don't you think?
Well, it would be just right because his opponent's going double gas. So, you know, he needs, when you factor in the travel time for anything Ghost King does to get across, and if he goes straight up with, oh no, he's going double racks. Okay.
Double racks.
So he's choosing that, but all right, we'll see how this goes. That is just so quick. And Ghost King looks like he's going for the same thing as last game. I think he's just going to throw up the starport. Go ahead, throw up the starport, Ghost King.
I have to correct myself. You drive on the left side of the road.
Do you really?
I don't know anymore!
Oh my god, you've been in Korea too long.
Oh, and I've been in Australia before that. I'm pretty sure.
Any Germans out there watching that? Kaldor has abandoned you.
Our steering wheels are on the left, which means we drive on the left side of the road. The UKs are the crazy guys who drive on the right side of the road, don't they? Now
no, man. You too. In America, you drive on the right side of the road, and in Korea, you drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah, so we drive on the right side of the road.
UK drives on the left side of the road.
Okay, so we drive on the right side.
I'm glad that I could clear that up for you, Mr. Guy from Germany. I'm ruining you today, man.
I didn't drive since I've been to Korea.
Yeah, I haven't driven in 4 years.
I'm not going to drive in Seoul. I'm not suicidal.
Oh, no. Forget that, man. I can't believe that you just... Do you know what, like...
Stop it!
What the German flag looks like? What order the colors are?
I'm gonna hit you, I swear to God.
Oh, my. Alright, so... the STC is actually getting combat shields first, as opposed to stim.
And double engineering bay for him, while we have the third base now coming up for Ghost King. So a little bit of variation here. Both players really, really passive though. We don't have, well, we have the Hellions. That's the only thing that happens. But with the position on the high ground, he can actually just make sure that the Hellions will never come up here. And now Ghost King is trying to flank. If he's not really getting into a position where he can't do much damage. Both of them just happy to get these bases. But the thing is that the SCC is a lot faster with this third command center. He has the mule out earlier. He can produce 3 SCVs at a time. But his tech is a bit delayed. And we have mech. Double armoring.
Ooh!
Double armoring.
And he's getting that extra command center, as you mentioned. Now, a medevac is out. If he can actually drop the Hellions and kill any SCVs, then Ghost King is in like a dominating position. Now, if it does nothing, then it's like a good game. But anytime you can trade minerals for minerals with mech against bio, you get way ahead.
Oh, we have now 3. He's actually expecting a Banshee here, isn't he?
I think he is, yeah.
He scouted and he's building a ton of missile turrets. The SCC that is. Oh, there's...
the medevac coming! And that was a quick turnaround. We're not going to show you,
Viking already took aim. But here they are.
And, well, nothing going to be done there. That was a good block by the STC. Really good block.
They're like 2 dancers just dancing around each other.
That's
dropping
true.
the medivac, the Marines come in, and before the Marines get a shot off, the medivacs fall back again into Viking, back to safety. The missile turret turns but never shoots.
You know what? It's like figure skating or something, you know, where like...
Shadow boxing.
Shadow boxing? No, man, it's like figure skating, Kaldor,
okay,
right?
It's like figure skating.
We just saw a triple axel by that, whereas his opponent there just did the double locks.
You actually know what that is?
You don't love figure skating, Kaldor?
You are just throwing random things out right now.
I know what the triple axel is.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I do. Anyways. Onwards.
Back to StarCraft.
Yes. All right, so the upgrades for both people going really well. The STC just finished his 1-1. The 1-1 over halfway done for our mech player. And, you know, I got to say, you know, obviously I am a big proponent of mech, but the fact that no damage has been done to Ghost King, and if you look at Ghost King's style, this is a guy that has been known throughout his Terran playing career, at least, to be very good at never attacking. His TVZs, every time you would play a TVZ, you'd be like, wow, I guess this is going to be 3 hours, you know? So that with mech, a player that isn't like too likely to attack a lot with mech is so deadly and hard to kill.
I love this medivac that was just flying around the base. There was nothing in there.
Yeah.
But it just distracted the SCC so much. He tried to catch up with it, finally caught it. The STC has now, well, he has to face a lot of missile turrets for Ghost King as well. So if he decides to drop into his opponent's main base, he has to be a little bit careful. We have 2 additional factories coming up. This is a lot of production that he has available. But with 3 bases and 6 gas, this is something that he definitely can afford.
Yeah.
We have a ton of upgrades for the SCC though. He is not missing a beat with these 2 engineering bases. While Ghost King, even though he has 2 armories, it's just researching for one of them.
Yeah, he's got the 1-1, but, you know, that +2, I guess he just doesn't have the money for. And Ghost King might be spread a little bit thin right now. He's got to be careful. This is like the one really dangerous moment in the game, right?
When you don't have enough units yet to defend your 3 bases, when the economy did not kick in yet. And here's the drop.
Oh, but he's going to fly right into a missile turret, so he's got to be very careful. He can't be indecisive here because there are Vikings out as well. And here we go. He's just going to go right into that missile turret. And that missile turret going to take it down. With it still has 3 Marines left inside.
But
almost kills the other.
Units now in the main base. And this army for Ghost King is just so slow. He tries to get back in here. How much can he actually kill? Charging into the third now. No. Is he actually attacking into the siege tanks? He is. But in the main, we have a lot of SCVs dying here.
And it looks like it will be cleaned up. At the same time, that additional base, the 3rd base being attacked by the STC in a few units.
11 workers have been killed by the STC. Ghost King is now, well, he is still fine here.
Yeah,
11 is okay. That was a good trade for Ghost King.
Yeah, it was. It was actually a really good trade for him. I like his position. He needs to remake those 2 missile turrets that were taken down because, you know, he basically just needs to hold on. He just killed off a lot of units of his opponent. And their supplies are equal when he's going mech, which is something you don't want as the Marine Marauder player.
+2/+2 being researched for Ghost King. The STC on the way to 3-3.
Now, there's 3 styles to play Bio against mech. One is Marine Marauder, try to get lucky and kill him. One is Marine Marauder into siege tanks, and one is Marine Marauder into a bunch of Sky units, Sky Terran, basically, or at least enough Vikings to take air domination. And if you take that air domination, normally what you do is make a ton of Vikings, don't show them, then just randomly fly and kill all their Vikings, then drop on top of their mech and stim and run in. It looks like that's what the STC is going for here.
He might as well, and he's getting another base. He's going for the 4th base right now. Actually, he's getting a 5th command center, isn't he? Yeah, at the natural. At the natural, there's another one. He's already taking a 4th base, and now as well. Here come the Vikings, and he has the higher Viking count. Forces Bjorn to just completely send all of his Vikings down to Earth, and well, he dominates the sky, as we mentioned. Finally, Blue Flame coming up, but the STC is a lot more aggressive than Ghost King. Ghost King is happy to sit on 3 bases. He's getting an additional command center as well. Started with a +3 attack, so if the STC waits long, Ghost King will have a very, very scary mech army.
Yeah, and this is the right way to do it. When you're sitting on 3 bases like this, you make your missile turret rings, you get your upgrades, and you turtle into a max. And when you're turtling into a max, you can walk across the map slowly and expand behind it. So
cheeky, top left expansion by the STC, and he just wants to get far ahead in economy. And I like the sensor tower that we see by Ghost King, especially when you use mech. You have to have a little bit of a system where you know exactly when your opponent is moving in. It also helps him a lot with drops. He's just trying to make sure that the superior mobility of his opponent does not play to his disadvantage.
Well, we have 5 starports right now, or we will in a moment.
Fusion core.
Exactly. So we're seeing a full Sky Terran switch for the STC. But one thing that Ghost King is doing perfectly is adding 2 Thors as he maxes out. And by adding those 2 Thors, he can win the air battles. In fact, he should... Well, it looks like he's just going to win that anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
But basically, with those 2 Thors out, your Vikings will never die to their Vikings, which means when battlecruisers come out, you simply kite them and kill them. So, Ghost King is basically transitioning perfectly, whereas the STC is going to have a very hard time actually getting battlecruisers out and making them work.
Can Ghost King afford them, though? Because at this point, this is a really... This is a bit scary right now. He does not really have the economy just yet. 170 supply against 190, and now Ghost King is moving out. The STC is really pressured. The top left base didn't do anything thus far. To the left side, we have another expansion, but also this one did not do anything up to this point.
Well, we have those Vikings coming in, taking that air dominance once again for the STC, making everything land for Ghost King. He's got to be careful, get those Thors up there. He's got to join up his army, but he's doing a good job right now. You know, he's staying max and he has a huge bank, but he needs to take another base.
As 2000 always getting 3 additional command centers. He's just going for mass mules now so that he can sack his SCVs.
The true max of Terran, something we do not see enough.
Yeah.
You know, if you throw away, you know, another 30 SCVs because you have so many mules, that is a scary army.
We just said 5 command centers. Trying to sneak a few of these helmets in there, but there are too many Marauders.
And you know, we actually have Ghost King adding more starports as well as he attacks through the map, realizing that, okay, I just have to be ready
King actually has 80 SCVs and he's gonna sack at least 30 of them.
Yeah, you know, that's absolutely right. He needs to. He needs more supply in units that are useful. Now,
the Viking count 12 to 2, and Ghost King starts to build Vikings. He gets additional upgrades. He has the +3 upgrade now for his armor unit, for his mech units, armor upgrade, and he's immediately going for 1-1.
And well, these Thors coming out are going to take care of those Banshees in like 2 seconds with their +3 attack.
Oh yeah, this +3 attack is doing so much. Look at the Vikings, 2 of them die immediately. He has a huge problem now.
And that is why you go Thors when you're maxing out on the mech. You have to have a couple of those mixed in. And the composition here of Ghost King is just too good. We do have battlecruisers and +3 ship weapons on the way for the STC. So, I mean, the game absolutely not over. BCs can be very good against mech.
When Ghost King attacked, it looked a little bit grim for STC's bases, but the top left was not spotted, and the base to the left side of the map had not been taken out, so now he is on 6 bases at this point. He has a ton of orbitals. So does Ghost King, by the way. He just built those five command centers.
You know, one thing to point out about the STC is how brilliant he is playing with this small Marine Marauder Ball as he switches into Sky Terran. He's keeping Ghost King busy, and just by keeping him busy, it's making Ghost King not make the right unit composition. He's continuing to pump out Hellions and Siege Tanks for the most part.
Yep.
And those are going to do nothing against a superior Sky Terran.
We have 14 Vikings for the STC, and all these battle cruisers, 3 of them are now coming and arriving. We have the Yamato cannon too. So this is going to be the element of surprise that is playing a huge role in this engagement.
You know, just a couple Yamatos on each of those Thors, he can take them out in just mere seconds and then just roll through the rest of the army. Right now we need to see...
Left side of the map is going to die, the base is going to fall. Oh, actually, now he shows the battle cruisers and he uses them beside the base. And look at these Thors just running for dear life. Well, we have another engagement at the third base of Ghost King, and Ghost King is really in trouble here.
Well, it looks like he's going to continue to chase those as missile turrets are being made all over the place.
Oh, he has to kill the Thors, though. If the Thors are being repaired. The Vikings, where are his Vikings? Take down the Thors and then kill the air units of Ghost King.
Yeah, the STC right now has a superior Viking force, but where in fact are they, Kaldor?
His army is all over the place. He's attacking the natural. He's trying to charge in to the left, but the Vikings are taking down the battle cruiser. There's only one left right now. The STC is even in assault mode with his Vikings, while the natural of Ghost King just died a second ago.
Well, this is getting pretty crazy. The STC kind of all over the place right now. The battlecruiser is doing huge amounts of damage. Oh, that battlecruiser! Oh,
wow!
Just went
the
down.
Missile turret. 5-6 SCVs are repairing the missile turret. This was so important. This game is a bit. This is a little bit crazy right now. There's stuff going on everywhere. But I like the position that the STC is now in, because slowly and steadily Ghost King has a problem with his income, while the STC just has too many bases. He's still on 5 bases.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he doesn't have a lot banked because he keeps spending his money over and over. But right now, Ghost King, he just needs to focus on getting enough minerals to continue to make Thors, a few of them, and Vikings so that he can win sky battles.
Oh, nice position here for the STC. He can take down a few of these mules. Let's not forget about all these orbitals that Ghost King actually has.
And, I mean, STC is just out multitasking Ghost King right now.
Yes.
He's everywhere, and it's really hard for Ghost King to get anything done. These little groups of units, Ghost King just doesn't have a solid defense anywhere right now, except for that 4th base.
Yeah, he's just trying to have these small task forces to hit STC, his Ghost King at several points at a time. And with all these sensor towers, it's going to get harder and harder. Yeah,
it's a good move indeed. But how many battlecruisers does he have? He has 3 BCs and 10 Vikings against 10 Vikings, 4 Thors, and 3 Ravens. So as far as Sky Terran battles go, it looks like
Ghost King
should win. Yeah,
with a point defense zone, he's in a pretty good position here, but he's going to lose a few of these units. Finally, there's the Viking battle. Nice, well done. The point defense zone is a bit late, does not do too much, but the Vikings are now charging in and trying to take care of battlecruisers.
And suddenly, just like that, Ghost King turns the game around. And after eliminating all those Vikings, the battlecruisers are worthless. That leaves just a small Marine Marauder task force, which against 20 siege tanks, point defense drones, and some Thors mixed in are going to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, indeed. We have trusted once again the SSC with an attempt to do some damage to the top left, where he starts to attack with a few Marauders. But in the end, it is Ghost King who is now dominating the pace of the game. He is definitely... Yeah, he now scouted even the base at the bottom right. He does not have a clue about the top left, but still, his position is getting better and better. It's just a back and forth game.
Yeah. But, you know, at this point, can the STC come back? It's hard to say, but he's doing a good job. He's still in the middle, taking out whatever he can. In fact, he just caught 4 siege tanks right there. Nice move. Loses basically nothing for 4 siege tanks.
Thanks to all these orbitals, Ghost King has also a much higher army supply, even though they are on a total supply tied at this point. We have roughly 140 against 110. He sacked 30 SCVs and is now at 40 against 63. Well, with all these mules, he can easily keep up with the income of the STC.
And right now we do have the BCs being targeted down by Ghost King.
Where's the point defense going though? There it is.
Yeah, some of those going down, catching a lot of the volleys of the STC. Some Marines in there too, so he will have to back up, but does take out the BC, a very important moment.
Yeah, the 1-4 is going to die. Needs to back up with his Vikings. The Viking count now in favor of Ghosting with 6-4.
And in fact, the SCC has much better upgrades on his Vikings. But look at this, a big drop by the SCC. This is a good moment for him. Very smart.
Huge drop in the main base, and this is brilliant.
Indeed, it is. Ghost King, in the meantime, taking out additional bases. But this drop is going to be hard to clean up. He has to be very careful about it. In fact, more units coming up, and he's going to have to bring his main army home.
And he's nearly checkmate right now. If you lose your production, you suddenly can't produce anymore. Even if you have a huge bank, it's not going to do anything for you. And just look at how these Marauders go to town. Another stim, and they start to focus the factories.
Those are Marauders. He should actually just lift up all his factories. He cannot remake them. He doesn't have the money. And
he doesn't have the time.
He's taken so long to get home right now. The SDC just targeting everything.
Making good use of his high mobility. 2 factories died, a 3rd died as well. And wow, this is
the most back and forth game ever, man.
This is the SDC now using more units at the 4th base of his opponent, taking down SCVs in total. 60 SCVs killed for both of them. But the main base is losing the last factory. It certainly looks like it.
Yeah, he's going to lose every factory, isn't he?
He
has no production. He just doesn't. Oh, I know he has a couple at his 4th, but I mean that's not enough.
Wow,
man.
And there are. Did you see those mules? How many mules did he just call down? He has only 4 that actually looked like they were more.
He tricked you.
The factory at the top right, did it die? Did he send? Did he call down a mule, or did it actually
it's gonna die in 2 seconds?
Right now. There it is on screen. Boom.
Well, right now he still has a pretty decent standing army, but the STC obviously way up in supply.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Ghost King though. I mean, I wouldn't call him out yet. He still has a lot of siege tanks with 3-3, and he still has point defense drone in that Raven, so he can take out a ton of Marauders still.
Ghost King still does not know about the base at the top right. This base has been around for ages. It's nearly mined out. If he would have scouted this at some point, sending over Blue Flame Hellions would have been so easy. Oh, flies into the Thors with the with the Vikings. So needs to be a bit more careful here.
Uh-oh, we have a lot of BCs and Vikings coming all with +3 attack.
But at the same time, look at the natural, at the 3rd base, sorry. There they are, the Marine Marauder taking care of every single command center. This will eliminate the possibility for Ghost King to call down mules. And those battle cruisers, they just obliterate everything. The siege tanks are about to die. 200 supply at 85.
And it looks like Ghost King has made his last stand and died. Wowzers. A crazy back and forth game. Both players had it several times.
The STC, he wins the best of 3, wins our last match today, and advances to Code S.
He does. And I gotta say, Ghost King played a good series, but that game, every time the STC went somewhere, Ghost King sent his whole army.
Yeah.
He kept taking little amounts of damage and sending his whole army. You have to set up a little bit better defense, you know? Have, for instance, at that 4th base, have a floating barracks and a couple siege tanks there so you can see the high ground not get harassed constantly. Have good missile turret rings everywhere. Oh man, he is shaken. He is distraught.
That was so close. It was such a close game, and he is really disappointed.
He is indeed. Well,
they are the up and downs.
Yeah,
he's not out of it yet.
He might be able to make it through. I mean, he showed a lot of good skill.
Look at him, he's crushed.
He is. Well, the thing is, he did have that when he killed the Sky Terran army. You just have to be a little bit more careful with your defense as a mech player. You get spread thin and then start sending your entire army everywhere, you're going to be in trouble. But if your opponent keeps running in with like little groups of Marine Marauder, make a planetary with 2 siege tanks next to it, a little bit further back. I mean, they can't engage that. You know, you have to see more planetary usage, more missile turret usage, and you don't have to walk around the entire map with 20 siege tanks the entire time.
Yeah, that was definitely a problem that he had in this game. Well, in the end, it was the SSC who took it with 2-1, and we are having a quick look at today's results. We had game number 1, Gumiho taking it 2-0 against July. Very, very impressive play by our new Code S player. July has another chance in the up and down matches. Gumiho is advancing. Bomber losing to Sniper, with Sniper playing an amazing series. Really well done. And
Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Yeah, that game.
Story of tonight as far as I'm concerned. Boy, did he play good against Marine King Prime.
That was brilliant play. The last game, basically all of these games were insane. I really loved the series. Probably the best series today. Marine King finds himself in the up and down matches next week, while he is joined by another Prime player, both Prime players today.
Well, there's your up and down matches, Kaldor. Have fun with all those TVTs you're going to be casting. 14 Terrans, 8 Protoss, 6 Zerg.
Well,
those are some good Zergs in there, man.
Yeah, Curious, ST.
I love Suoshin myself. I really like that guy. And Boong Boong has been playing just monstrously lately.
But just look at some of these players that we have in here. Nesty, MC, for example, as well.
Dude,
we have players like JY Puzzle. We have Ghost King, MMA, Alive, Jakji, Hack,
Dude.
Maru, Bomber, Marine King, Pole.
That is a good set of matches for up and down. I can't wait.
That is. You know what my problem is? Some of these players will actually end up just going down.
Yeah, to Code A again.
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you because then you get to cast awesome players,
Of
man.
course.
We just need, you know what? We need to make Code S be like 64 players. That's what we need to do. This is ridiculous. There's so many good players in there.
That's really ridiculous.
God.
I mean,
Your number one.
Look at this.
Not counting Marine King, who's your number one pick to get in Code S out of all those players.
Who will definitely make it into Code S?
Who will definitely make it.
I say MMA.
Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. I'm going to go with, I think Alive is definitely going to make it. There's so many Terrans and his TVT is really great.
I was thinking about either Live or MMA, and both of them played well, but I think MMA is going to be different.
Well, that is going to be a lot of fun, man.
Yep.
I'm a little bit jealous of you, but guess what? The finals are coming up this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday, guys. Make sure that you watch it. Forget that Diablo 3 game. Who cares?
I want to put it out once again. We talked about it yesterday, but guys, if you happen to be in Seoul at this point, there is a gathering going on Team Liquid. Just look for Finals Code S, search for it. There's a thread created by Seeker, and they are going to meet up before the finals. They're all going to head to the location of the finals, watch the games together, and they'll probably have dinner afterwards. So definitely check it out if you're in Seoul right now.
And off the record tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're doing that, aren't you?
Yeah, together with Nick.
Yeah, you and Tasteless with Nesty.
Yep.
Make sure to ask him a lot of questions about how he created the universe and stuff like that. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun.
I don't think he's going to tell us.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
we wouldn't understand. Our heads would explode.
If he tells us a secret, everyone could do it.
No, I don't think they could.
You know how confusing that would be if there was this many universes suddenly?
There probably are.
That we know about?
Oh, that's true. All right, well, guys, that is it for us. I'm Artosis, this is Kaldor, and those are our Twitters, so follow us. It's been a lot of fun once again, Kaldor.
Yep,
I hope that...
No.
You got to go like that, man.
I always forget that, but you want to go for the hand. Okay.
All right, perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you at the finals.
Bye-bye.